Hey everybody, it's Jackie and I'm here with the latest flip through of my December daily. We are late into January and everyone should be done by now, and let's be honest, most of us aren't. So I'm just going to keep plugging away and hopefully I can keep you inspired to keep working on yours. I did my best to find daylight hours to film in, but it just didn't happen. So we've got some kind of odd lighting. I'm in a new filming space, so hopefully it all works out. So this is my December love 2018. You guys have seen this book before. And I think it's like fat. It's going to be fat. It doesn't sit. It sits like that, and it's not full yet. So that is its nature, so we're going with it. I think we got up to page 12, and I used my ribbon bookmark to mark the page. So we'll pull that out. So you guys have seen this one already. So jump right into this one. Day number 13 was candy bars. I make candy bars. I made them for Christmas, I think, every year for at least 5 years now. I've been doing it for a while. And this year I opted to share the process on Facebook with my friends. So I just cut out a picture from my Facebook post, and it's the frame I used to make the candy bars in, where I meticulously line up 100 pretzels all next to each other. This page was mostly already decorated, so I just used my Jane Davenport Golden Age pen to outline it with some little gold glitter and some alphas down here. Oh, I guess I'm a little out of frame. There we go. To do my title, and then I did some hidden journaling. I had this tag that had like a vellum layer, so I just did my journaling underneath that, and I stuck it into the photo, and then I leave the vellum layer on top, and I had these little antlers, so I stuck those on it too. And these are how my pages are going. They're really simple. Just slap down a picture, doodle a border, tag, alphas, done. Because the book, I'm finding it's such a strong base to work from. It doesn't need too much decorating. So this is that same day continued, and I took a picture from my phone of all the different videos and pictures that I made that I'd shared on Facebook. And then my sister took this nice picture of me chocolatiering, so I included that one as well. This was just a plain book page, so I stenciled some green acrylic paint on it, and I put some gold washi tape, that's Scotch brand washi, and it's so shiny. So hard to find. They made it like 3 years ago, and I just once in a while I'll find a roll of it and I'll buy it, because it's hard to find now. I used a black journaling spot with some white gel pen. And then the last page about that day is the finished candy bars, all wrapped in foil. And just a little talk about timing. I actually took 3 days to make these, but I just put them all in one day in my December daily because I don't want 3 pages all about the same thing. I'll find other things to talk about on those days. So this page was already illustrated, so I just added one of my artist trading circles. And again, I got all these in a swap that I did through the December Daily Inspiration Group Anything Goes on Facebook. We did swaps all summer to get ready for December Daily. And then I just put a smidge of journaling on it, and that's all there is to that page. Oh, and I put a green border on it with a mermaid marker. 14, I called Busy Busy, and I just talked about what's going on with work. I took a selfie at the bus stop, and I just thought it was funny because my ponytail's gotten so long it doesn't fit in my hood anymore. And I just put my numbers on there and some alphas and some writing, and that's all there was to that. On day 15, it was a weekend, and I did 14 hours of baking. I always bake a lot at Christmas, and this year I'm kind of keeping a theme going through the book. I'm doing these top-down shots of the volume of things I bake. In previous years in my December dailies, I've just done little close-ups of to show the detail of what I make and how pretty it is, but this year I'm doing all these top-down volume shots. And so this is the same thing. These are the coconut macaroons that I made after I drizzled them with chocolate. And then I just put these are some Simple Stories red foil alphas, and I put them on a piece of black matte washi tape. And I matted my photo, and then I put this little Mambi border at the bottom. The ribbon was already on the page. A little bit of washi and a die cut up here, and then I just watercolored anything that was left. Pretty much all the page was filled by then, but I put a little red watercolor on it. And that's day 15. Oh, I guess there's more to day 15. It was a 14-hour day after all. So when I do 2 pages for the same day, I try to keep them in the same theme. So I did the same thing where after my journaling was done, I used the same washi tape and I used the same red paint in all the spots. And there's a picture of me drizzling the chocolate on the macaroons. And my sister came over and she was making Christmas cards, so I took a picture of her. And I just put, "We worked so hard." I just scripted that with a brush pen. And I have been varying up my pen weights for my journaling. Like this is using a Faber-Castell S, so it's like the fine tip pip pens, and then this is using a 0.8 tip pen. So I find that helps separate the days as well if your journaling looks a little different, and different size pens are an easy way to do that. Number 16 is the Big Sing. So I just left the acetate plain. I like it the way it is. The Big Sing is an event my choir puts on twice a year, and we just invite the community to come sing with us. So we had this wonderful picture of my choir leader leading all of us in song, and I'm in there somewhere. So I started with that on the page. I had this music washi tape, so I put that on the top and the bottom. And then I used a metallic marker. This is Crayola one. Let me grab it. I got them at Dollarama, and they're called Crayola Art Edge metallic markers, shimmery metallic colors, and they're so good. They come in all different colors, and it's got this really nice shine to these words. And I just drew them in pencil first, and I used a ruler to get them nice and even. Like, I measured everything before I actually wrote them in with the marker, just to keep everything nice and even. I have this star that Angela from Facebook, she sent me in some Happy Mail last year, and I just put magic and merriment on it. I have these giant, like so thick, who cares, right? Little plastic bits that I put on either side. And I did some white journaling there again. And these rhinestones were already in the book. If you watched my video when I first set it up, this tab was already there too. Some more pages about the Big Sing. My sister and I did the registration with a friend of ours, so here are the three of us working the desk, and I just outlined that with some washi. To keep the theme going, I used the same metallic marker to do a faux stitch border around this page. And then here's a picture of my sister leading everyone in a song. I said she was so adorable, showing everyone how to celebrate the distance and the difference, which was the words to the song that we sang. And then I just had this die cut that was sent to me in some Happy Mail over the summer, and I used that to outline it. And this was already a music page, so I decided it's a musical event, so let's just leave it as clean as I can. There was a silent auction, and I won a prize, so it's like Photoshop lessons. So I just put a picture of the certificate, and I just tucked it inside this die cut. And it looked a little too plain against the page, so I put some gesso down where they were going first, just to kind of fade out the background behind them. And to do this typing, I just type it out on my typewriter and cut it in strips. So I just have a typecast typewriter from We Are Memory Keepers, and I just find it such a quick way to do journaling, and I love the way it looks, so I do that a lot. And then at the last second, I had another memory I forgot, so I just scribbled it in here. You can barely read it. It's really messy. It throws off the page, and that's okay. It's my memory. I use the same washi tape on both pages to show that they go together. Then we're up to day 17, and lucky me, it was another musical day, so the page was already in theme. My piano teacher and I filmed a video. He played I'll Be Home for Christmas, and I sang it, and we posted it on Facebook. We put Merry Christmas from Jackie and Elmer for all our friends and family, and it was really well received, and it was such a fun thing for us to do. So I took a still from the video, and this is shaped as the post, and I'm realizing, like, I guess it's a sign of the times, but my December daily is so full of Facebook posts this year, or like social media posts, because I'm just finding that that's part of the story, is how I shared, like, the moment happened, and then part of the story is how I shared the moment, and that's why I'm framing them that way. So that's a change this year from previous years. I have these stickers. Erin, where did your paper collection come from this year? Kaiser Craft. She had these Kaiser Craft stickers, and the sticker book was so huge that she gave me sheets of them, and that's where this joy and all these stars came from. Thanks, Erin. No problem. And the next page, are we still on 17 here? I didn't number it, so we must be. Yeah, we're still on 17. I guess I did two things that day. Oh yeah, I did actually. I remember that night. I did this after he left. I got to work on these. It's called Surprises, and it's about some gift bags that I made. This year, my sister was spending Christmas dinner at some friend's house instead of with our family, and so I decided to make some gifts for her to give at that dinner. And so I started on them on this night. And so I took pictures of all the little things that I put in the gifts, all the gift bags lined up in a row, and there was candles and hand warmers and tea and gift bags. And so I just put pictures of all the things that I kind of organized to put together those little gifts, and I did some journaling about it. These gold alphas are from Close to My Heart. I got them at Scrap Fest like 2 years ago, and they're the best alphas ever. There's like 1,000 on the sheet. No, there's not 1,000, but probably close to 200. So you never run out, and they're such a beautiful gold. Day 18 was the day I made my butter crunch toffee. And the other thing that happened that day is at work, a bunch of the managers came around and gave us chocolates, and I got this little tiny tin of Quality Street, but inside the tin, even though it was small, it had 8 green triangles, which are my very, very favorite. So I saved one of the wrappers and I actually cut it into a green triangle, and that's what I used to decorate my page. And then I had this other artist trading circle that matched it perfectly. It's this wonderful green glitter. The top is stitched, and I just want to apologize to the ladies that sent them to me because it was like 6 months ago, and I can't remember who made which ones now. This was one of my favorite ones that came in, and please, if you're watching my video and you made it, let me know because I can't remember who made this one. And then I just put it on this, I had this die cut that was a gold ornament and it fit perfectly, so I set it on top of that. And that's all there is to this page, just washi tape, just a couple of embellishments in the corner, and a lot of writing. And then when I made my butter crunch toffee, I did stage photos, so making the toffee, putting the chocolate on it, how it looks with the hazelnuts, cutting it up, and then what it looks like finished in the box. And that's like pretty much all that's on this page. It was pattern paper. I printed out 6 pages on a 4x6 photo using the app Pick Frame. I've been using that one for years. Stuck it down, and then I just put alphas on top. So these are some Doodlebug alphabet stickers and some snap numbers to outline the stages. That's all there is to that page. It was really easy. On this other side, we get into day 19. And on day 19, I went to the Aga Khan Museum. Sorry, my hands are all over the book. Like, it's holding this thing open is getting kind of difficult at this stage. So I went to the Aga Khan Museum. It is stunning from the outside. It was night, so I took a picture of the outside, and I backed it with this piece of fabric. And again, it was just something I got in a swap over the summer, but it's nice to just have tactile elements. I use the same fabric on the tab over here. For my title, I stamped out Aga Khan, and then I used a brush pen to write A Night at the Museum. And then I had so many pictures that it ended up taking like 4 pages to talk about it. So after I had that part done, then I did this page with, I used like a piece of note paper that I glued on top of, this was a book page, and I glued on top one of these pretty doilies, and then some note paper. And then I fussy cut out some of my pictures to give myself more room. There was this brass fish that I was just in love with, so I cut him out. There was this beautiful book that was made out of jade and emerald and rubies, and it came in a case, and so I fussy cut that out of the photo. There was just this gorgeous tapestry, and then the tapestry looked like this gorgeous scroll, so I kind of mirrored both sides of this card like I've been doing. So you've got a green sticker, a star, some typing, and then on the other side, same thing, green sticker, star, typing on the same washi tape along the bottom of the journaling card. So I did that. They had emerald birds carved out of emeralds. Can you imagine? So yeah, just some pictures from some things from the museum. Day 20. It's almost time. So this is just about some last minute preparations that I was making. I bought my sister a last minute gift. I put it on the wrapping paper. I wrapped it in for the picture, and this wrapping paper is where so much of, like, these words were typed on that wrapping paper. Just using what I have. And then I put an artist trading circle, and this is one that I actually made, and I didn't swap. I kept it for myself. Then a picture of the present wrapped, and I just put some green paint on this before I set it down, before I put the pictures down. And then I showed the finished gifts that I made and everything that was going in them. Those are the little gift bags. I made a tin for my piano teacher, and just a picture of how I spent the whole night bagging things. This was watercolor paper, so I just hit it with some red watercolor. This bright red is Dr. P.H. Martin Hydrus watercolor. And then I put this green piece of pattern paper that I made on top of that. And then I just took a journaling card, and it was like a 3x4 card, and I cut one side off and glued it here, and one side off and glued it there. And I used that for my journaling. And that's it. Done up to day 20. So 11 days to go, and some of them are the big ones. So I'll be back when I've got some more pages. Thank you so much for watching.